Hey guys, so please do not expect my normal type of video today. This is, first of all, quite off topic, and second of all, it's going to be just a different mood, no humor, because this is a serious topic, and it's one that I could potentially see upsetting quite a lot of people. So if you're someone who has PTSD over, sexual abuse, pedophilia, anything of the sort, maybe consider not watching. But for the rest of you, I think this is something that is important to talk about, so we're going to. There's a problem here on YouTube. There is a community of people that are not being discussed, criticized, ridiculed. I came across them quite recently, and I'm pretty perplexed as to why more people are not talking about this. I don't know if it's because the community in question we're talking about is small and therefore they go under the radar. I don't know if this is an out of sight, out of mind thing, that it's so taboo people don't want to touch it, talk about it. But we are going to talk about it. There is a subset or community, I guess would be an accurate descriptor, here on YouTube of people who are straight up pedophiles. They're just pedophiles, and they make videos endorsing, celebrating, and excusing sexual acts between adults and children. We're not talking people who think that a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old should be able to be together. We're talking about people who advocate having sex with kids, young kids. Okay, now I'm kind of understanding why people probably don't talk about this. It's so vile to even verbalize just in like a messenger sense here, but it's a thing. And we have to talk about it because YouTube is my home. I believe in this platform, and it kind of feels like there's roaches in my home right now. Because how could I sit here and stomach making response videos to feminists, non-binaries, Black Lives Matter activists, and let this slide? Meet YouTuber Jen. Jen is gonna boil your blood, so if you're in a good mood, I'm sorry about that. Go ahead and just take a listen.
I feel like, society's like really like harsh on, anyone who is sexually attracted to kids. And, it kind of bugs me, like, everyone is just like so quick to judge. I think it would be really cool if like we could be more open about sex as a society, like with kids. And I think like if kids were introduced to sexual situations in like a threatening way, like not being forced on them, just like invited in, like I think we would find that people, like the kids, would not have an issue with it. They'd probably just be curious and just be interested in it.
Yeah, the content of her video is her rambling on for quite a while about how pedophiles are not inherently evil or dangerous, and then she goes on to full-fledged endorse sexual acts with children. I mean, you heard her. And let's talk about something equally as disturbing, perhaps. This video has more likes than dislikes. Like, just let that sink in. More people saw that video of her endorsing pedophilia and or sexual acts with children and said, this is a good video, I agree with that. This is what we're dealing with. That's why I say there's absolutely a community here that we're dealing with. It's not just her, it's people who agree with her. And if you scroll down to the comments, yes, there are a lot of negative comments, people calling her disgusting, rightfully so, but there are also a lot of positive comments. People saying that she's inspirational, that they're so happy that she spoke up on this topic because they agree. That's what we're dealing with here. She made another video called Is Sex Bad for Kids, where she argues that it's not bad. And not only that it's not bad, but that we should all be more open to it. And again, over 400 likes on this video. Over 400 people saw this and thought, yep, that's reasonable, I'll give it a like. Now let's move on to OmniPolitics16, another YouTuber that I know Andy Worski did a video on a few months ago. He's a self-admitted pedophile, as seen here, and he's made several videos advocating for sex with children, that it's not harmful to them, listing reasons. I'll give you a little clip of it here.
Number one reason, children can feel sexual feelings. Yes, I know. These little shits right here can feel sexual feelings. Isn't that fucking weird? They do have curiosity, sexual curiosity, where they're curious about genitals and adult genitals. And yeah, they like adult genitals.
What's amazing is that these people actually show their faces. These are not trolls. I don't think any internet troll would go so far as to, fuck up their lives by showing their face attached to something so disgusting. So here's the thing. Part of me is glad that they're making these videos because they're outing themselves. And people know who not to trust if they come across them in real life. But at the same time, I think they're empowering a very sick group of people who are looking for that validation, who are looking to justify harming children. They're looking for someone to publicly endorse harming children, and they're doing that. There's a fine line between free speech and openly endorsing sexual abuse of kids. And, you know, I see people get strikes on their channel for the stupidest shit. The thought that these YouTubers are just chilling up here on YouTube and people get their channels terminated because they accidentally play, you know, a Britney Spears song in the background and it gets copyrighted, but these motherfuckers are here to stay. It's like, can we get it together, YouTube? Can we get it together? A lot of people seem to think this is sort of the end result of the regressive left, that it was always going to boil down to this, that pedophilia was going to be pushed to be normalized, and a lot of people use, you know, articles from Salon, for example, as evidence of that, articles that seem to endorse pedophilia. And there is something to be said about that, and it should always be called out. But I guess I just haven't reached, personally, the point of pessimism to where I think that there is any remotely sizable group of people who think this is okay, but I'm not sure anymore. I don't remember a time personally in my life ever where there were people who felt emboldened enough to speak this out in the open, put themselves out there like that. I mean, the fact that they are kind of shows that there is an audience for it, which is terrifying. So I want this to really be a productive video and a very interactive video with you guys. I want to brainstorm with you guys in the comments about what we're supposed to do about this, because I don't know if this is just a matter of, you know, reporting to YouTube, or if there is a higher authority we need to contact. And anyone who's upset about this being a little bit off topic from my normal stuff on this channel, I'm sorry, but like I said before, I'm not about to go make another video about a feminist, about a non-binary, about anything of the sort, while knowing that these people exist, okay? So